I had learned very quickly that with Stanley you can't use the word impossible. But other people who were, maybe the cameraman or other people, said it's impossible. Stanley would not accept. I mean, he would fire people for saying that. I had a phone call from Stanley Kubrick, and he told me that he had just seen Dr. No, and he was so impressed with my work that he would like to meet with me. And he told me how he was visualizing the next project, which was Dr. Strangelove. And while I was doodling at that first meeting, I came up with a rough idea for the war room, which was a sort of two-level set, with like a bit like an amphitheater. And Stanley loved it. He said, that's exactly what I want. And I said to myself, my God, I mean, here's this man who has that difficult reputation, and the first day I meet him, he accepts all my designs. So little did I know. So and about 3 weeks later, he said to me, gee, Ken, your war room doesn't work. I said, now you tell me what's wrong. He said, well, I don't know what to do with the 60 or 70 extras on the second level. It came as a big shock to me. And he said, well, you have to think again. And then I started doodling again. And I came up with this triangular shape, and Stanley immediately said, now, isn't the triangle the strongest geometric form? I said, yes, because so I didn't know. He said to me, what would you use as material? I said, oh, it would be reinforced concrete. So he said, like a gigantic bomb shelter. I said, yes. And, that's how I sold him the idea. So he said, and that is a light ring? I said, yes. So he said, well, we can use photofloods in that. He said, I want to light every actor with that light ring, and not only every actor, the whole set. It will be the only source lighting in the whole set. So he didn't allow the cameraman to waste any time fiddling around with other light sources. Then I had to do the cockpit of the B-52, and I tried to do it as realistic as possible. I mean, I got my information from Jane's fighting aircraft or something like that, and finally got a memo from Stanley hoping that I had all my research ready because we might be investigated by the CIA. Because the B-52 was still on the secret list, so they were a little nervous about what they saw because it was so realistic, which in a way was a compliment. And Stanley was like a Boy Scout. I mean, he loved playing around with these switches and things like that and sitting in that cockpit.